Good morning, Zachary. In this video I'm going to do a quick review on prime factoring and what you are supposed to have on each one of the cards that you are going to be making for our 120 chart on the wall. The number that I'm going to use to do the prime factoring with is 72. 72 is an even number, and I can split it into 2 times 36. The reason I'm using 2 is that 2 is the smallest prime number I can use. If you look at your list of prime numbers, 2 is the first prime number. Then 36 is not a prime number, so I have to split that into 2 different numbers. Since 36 is an even number, I can use the prime number 2 again, and I can split it into 2 times 18. 18 is still not a prime number, so I can split it into 2 times 9. 2, the prime number, and then 9 is split into 3 times 3. And 3 is a prime number, so I don't need to split any of these 2. Now, using this factor tree, I can write 72 as 72 is the same as 2 times 2 times 2 times 3 times 3 will give us 72. That's the list of all of the prime factors. Or I can write 72 as 2 to the power of 2 times, or 2 to the power of 3. So I'm doing this 3 times. So it's 2 to the power of 3 and 3 to the power of 2. So what does it mean when I say 2 to the power of 3? This 2 is what we call the base of the number, and the 3 at the top is called the exponent. So when we write 2 to the power of 3 or 2 to the exponent of 3, what it means is that we are multiplying 2 times 2 times 2 3 times. We have 1, 2, 3. And then if we look at 3 to the power of 2, which is our other number, it simply means we're doing 3 times 3. So now for what you will need on your card. For each card, you will need to have the factor tree for 72, or not just 72, but for the numbers that you are going to be doing, you are doing the numbers from 101 to 120. So you're going to need a factor tree. Once you have your factor tree, you can make a square or a circle around the prime numbers that make up your factor tree, and then use these prime numbers to write out 72 as 2 times 2 times 2 times 3 times 3. And then 72 can also be written as 2 to the power of 3 times 3 to the power of 2. So for each number that is not prime, you will need to put on a factor tree. You will need to write it as the product, which means when you're multiplying a number, the answer, a product of prime numbers. So which prime numbers do I multiply together to get that number? And then also as the product of prime numbers but the second time, if you can, it's going to be the product of prime numbers with exponents. If you need to see some examples, just look at the ones that are already done. If it is a prime number, though, we will only, so for numbers that are prime, so the prime numbers are done on a yellow sheet, and all it has on there is the number, and then underneath it you write prime. The yellow sheet and the word prime underneath will let you know from across the room that it's prime. So again, you are to do this for the numbers 101 to 120. If you need white papers, you can just get a sheet of white paper and cut them in nice squares the same size as the ones on the wall.